G'day everybody, it's Bo from Supertech Electronics, and today we're going to show you how to remove a 2012 Kia Sportage sound system. Tools you will need today is a plastic spudger, a tiny flat blade screwdriver, and a Phillips head screwdriver. Alrighty, let's get started. The first part we're going to do is remove these little plastic clips here. They just fold down, and they will expose two Phillips head screws. We've removed ours already, so you'll need to remove both of those. And we're going to remove this whole section here, and then we'll do the other side. So we'll start out by this side. Use a nice plastic spudger. That will help you. That's less likely to damage the dashboard. I'm going to use a second spudger just to give myself some leverage. Okay, and that whole part can go aside for the time being. Now we're going to go over to the other side and do the other side. Okay, so we're going to remove this section here now, and you'll need to start by getting a spudger in here where it actually connects to the steering wheel. There we go, that's got that side, and then we'll get that side. Okay, so that can just sit there loose for the time being. Now we're going to remove this part here, and I'm going to start under there. We don't want to pull it all the way out yet, we just want to loosen it because it is held in with some electrical connections that we'll need to remove before we get it out of the way. Okie dokie, that's all nice and loose now. Now it's sort of wedged under there with an air vent, so just sort of maneuver it around the air vent, and that will give you access to a plug on the end of this start stop button. You'll need to unplug that by pushing the middle pin and pulling it towards the front of the car. And now we're going to do the same to the other side. Just maneuver it around, and you'll need to press that middle pin and pull it towards the back. Now that whole piece can go aside for the time being while we remove the rest of the stereo. Okay, so next part of the journey is to remove this plastic surround around the stereo. It's held in by two screws, 1, 2. So we're going to go ahead and remove those. Okay, so we've removed the two plastic screws. Now this whole section was held in very hard with clips. We've actually wedged right in the corner either side to evenly so that we don't damage this plastic surround. Now it's held in with an electrical cable there and up the top. We're just going to remove the bottom one, and you'll get that out like that, and we're just going to leave that up the top. Don't worry about your hazard lights coming on, they will go off once we plug it back in. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the stereo, and it's held in by 4 Phillips head screws. Okay, so the whole stereo is ready to come out now. It is held in with some electrical cables. Give it a good pull. Don't worry if it comes on, that's going to go off as soon as we unplug it. And we're going to go ahead and remove all the electrical cables by pressing the middle pin, pulling it towards the front of the car. And now that we've got it unplugged, that unit is ready to send off to Supertech Electronics for repair.